To this critical match without a recognised goal kicker. Historically, their best goal kicker, Kenny Wilson, blew it last week against Parramatta by missing an easy goal after being brought on as a replacement. Today, either Sigsworth or Gould will take over the kicking duties. An enormous amount of responsibility will rest on the young shoulders of Phil Sigsworth today, whose attacking flair frequently makes a joke of opposing defences. He'll be one to watch closely, particularly by the Manly defence. The streamers come Manly, and like Parramatta yesterday, the Sea Eagles had a worrying week with 4 players carrying injuries from last Sunday's tough encounter with Cronulla. The good news for Manly supporters is that Edie, Gibbs, Boyd and Walker have all passed fitness tests and will play. A suggestion that Edie would need a pain-killing needle for his groin has been refuted. Manly are delighted with the form of all their forwards, but none more so than Kiwi Mark Broadhurst, who continues to improve as he becomes familiar with his team's style. But John Dorahy's story is an interesting one. Dorahy, a talented but slightly injury-prone player, is coming back to his best form. However, Manly El Supremo, Ken Arthurson and he have agreed not to discuss terms for a contract renewal until after the grand final. The stage is set for a fast and furious match with referee John Gosha to officiate. Newtown running from left to right in their blue uniform with the white shorts. Manly in possession. Walker's caught it. Since Manly entered first grade in 47, there have been 72 premiership games between the two clubs. Manly have won 44, Newtown 26, drawn 2. And at the Sydney Cricket Ground, 9 matches, Manly 5, Newtown 4. And fisticuff there with Broadhurst, retaliating, I think, for something that he received in that tackle.
Stephen Blythe was the Newtown player concerned, I think.
John Dorahy giving the ball back to Newtown. That's going to go to Sigsworth on the first bounce. He's surrounded, elects to run. Knocks backwards and loses the ball. And it's a knock-on. That's an uncharacteristic error. And a touch charge on. That'll be, I think, to report the Broadhurst Stephen Blythe little fracas early. This is the action. Look for Blythe there, number 11. First scrum win to Newtown. Rodonicus around the side of the scrum. There's a brawl erupted now. Make no bones about this one. There's 3 separate groups fighting. Broadhurst handling Bowden out in the left. And they're going at it hammer at times, like 2 heavyweight fighters, these two. And on the quarter lines, another Millie with 5 or 6. Broadhurst down. Bowden still pumping punches into him. The line umpire standing over them. It's erupted again. Gerard is having a go there with Blythe. Blythe is down. Tom Mooney's over there. There's Jensen and Krilich. Is it Krilich? Having a set still going on. The referee's going to be put in under intolerable pressure to sort this out and still keep 13 on the paddock. Boyd with Rodonicus. And there's a headbutt got in there from a Newtown player, and it started all over again. Well, the touch, I don't know how somebody can't get sorted out for this. Sigsworth still throwing punches there. Well, it can't stop. It's been going now about 2 minutes. Tommy Rodonicus is being held by Alan Thompson out on the right. If we can get the camera shot wider. There's Thompson still holding Rodonicus, and that is the most frantic opening to a rugby league match I've seen in 35 years. After 2 minutes of play, he can caution the entire 26. And Broadhurst, we can get a tight shot of him. I think he's got a little bit of wear and tear in the face.
Yes, and so was Bowden, and there's a little bit of blood on Randall's nose also.
Well, there's the trainer on for Broadhurst, who was a heavyweight fighter of some repute. Boyd's being told to cool it by some of his teammates. He seems to have blown his cool. Bowden and Randall both been sent from the field. There's Broadhurst. He's got 2 black eyes by the look of it. Well, we don't know. Barry, do you know whether it's sin bin or sent off?
I didn't see a sin bin.
Well, go and ask, please.
Yes, I shall.
Thank you. It's fairly important we know this. I didn't see the referee's signals. Rodonicus and Krilich being spoken to, and I think Gosha's come out of this very well. So we might have a game, very wide open game with 12 men aside. And what's going to be the upshot? Is it going to be a scrum, a penalty? A penalty to Newtown. Well, I don't know how he gets a penalty out of that lot, and I'll never know. Well, I applaud Gosha for the sending off of a couple of players out of that. He could have picked anyone he wanted, but how a penalty came out of it, I just don't know.
They're still unsure here on the sideline whether they're sent off or...
Well, could you get in the dressing room and find out?
Just a moment. I've been with Frank Farrington, the Newtown secretary, and Bob Abbott from the New South Wales Rugby League is going out to ask the touch judge now.
All right, so let's see what the upshot of that will be. Bob Abbott's on the sideline. There's another penalty. Now here's another fight. Boyd and Rodonikas are at it, and I'm sure Boyd will go for this. He was the instigator. When we see the incident again, I think Boyd was the instigator, and I think it was absolutely madness. See it again. Well, I think Tommy threw the first one. So let's see what the upshot of that's going to be. Two former Western Suburbs players having a set to. Bob Abbott now asking the line umpire. Maybe Barry Ross can find out what the story is on the Randall Bowden. Seven minutes gone, about 30 seconds to football, the rest brawl. Yes, Barry.
Yes, they've been sent off. Both Bowden and Randall. Sent off.
Okay, so we've got 12 men aside, and I reckon they all ought to cool it, but the referee is going to send some more. And Boyd would be one I'd be looking at very carefully at the moment if I were Max Quillage, and I'd have a few words to say in his ear at this point. Morris, now back to a bit of football. Blacklock, Rodonikas. Play about 17 metres out from the Manly line. We've had 8 minutes by the clock. I don't know what there is in terms of time off. Blythe. Still tackled about 16 metres out in the Manly quarter. Walters, Rodonikas, Horace, Ryan, Blacklock. The pass out to Hetherington. Comes through a high tackle, stumbles and falls. The crowd have set up a baying. Sigsworth. Boyd is unseated there. He's bleeding heavily from the nose. He was run into by a Newtown player.
Michael Pittman.
Gould gets unseated. Edie has it. Edie goes round Morris. Managed to get a pass away to Mooney. Mooney took that under pressure and blocks his way 15 metres out from the line. Walker hit hard, and the referee's going to sort out a penalty for a stiff arm here. Pittman being spoken to. Keep your tackles down. Well, absolute madness prevailed there. Was the missed head-high tackle by Pittman. We think we've had 10 minutes of play. That's a scrum win to Manly. Gibbs has made a little break and loses the ball, and Newtown are back in possession. Bit of bad football by Gibbs. O'Grady. Sigsworth, little kick through. This could be interesting. No, it's over the touch and goal line. Both of the officials ruled on that. The line umpire and the referee, both well positioned. See it again. Good little bit of football there by Sigsworth. Little kick, the chase. Now watch this as it comes to the sideline. There it is, over the touch and goal line. Still no score. Earlier matches, we had the result in the reserve grade, a 19-15 win to St George over Manly in a very exciting game, and in under 23s. Penrith 14, Cronulla 13, a field goal in the last couple of minutes. Walker, that'll be a try, I think. Yes, it will be. It'll be to Ryan. And a bad error by Manly. And Ryan's in for a try early on. I thought Blacklock may evade the defence and score, but he was picked off and got the pass back inside. See that again. A bit of hurried, panic football by Manly, trying to do too much. Gibbs and Thompson. The pass was too hard. Was dropped by, I think, Walker. Blacklock scooped it up. The pass to Ryan was exactly the right thing to do. The defence a yard or two too late from head on. Much too hard, the pass. Ricocheted off Walker's arms. Blacklock, I thought, may well score himself. Good defence, had him covered, then on to Ryan. It's not a bad looking kick, just fades away a little bit to the right. And the score remains then Newtown 3, Manly 0. This telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealer, Sigsworth. Nearly through. Finally tackled by Walker. Pittman through the middle of the ruck. Stephen Blythe bleeding from the face. Walters, Rodonigus, Morris. Oh, he wasn't ready for the ball. It came to him too hard and it hit him in the stomach and rebounded forward. Ryan it was. Manly back in possession. Gerard up the blind side, about 10-metre gain. 5 metres outside Newtown's quarter. Pilic, Gibbs, Walker, well tackled. Blythe, the man. Pilic, Broadhurst. Pilic again. Gibbs. Long pass out to Gerard, standing wide. He's done nicely. Got it to Walker. Walker out to Davis. Davis does a little kick ahead. It's gone too far. And the evasion there of O'Grady. Back to Sigsworth. Newtown off the hook. I think Davis would have been better advised to keep the ball there and take the tackle. Gould. Pass there, and what a tackle. Comes surging in from Jeff Gerard on Blacklock. Pittman evades the first, but not the second. Boyd still trying to body check people and not tackle. There's Rodonigus. Gould, good run. Equally good tackle there from Mark Broadhurst. Rodonigus, switch of play up the blind side to Ryan. Back on the inside to Sigsworth. And a little bit of panic about Manly's football, which is a little bit of concern in the sense that their supporters will be expecting a lot more from a team with so many experienced footballers. Let me just tell you that there's an incorrect feed from Gibbs, differential penalty to Newtown. Eadie has played 195 first-grade games for Manly. Thompson 190, Randall 204, Mooney 155, Pilic 172, Gibbs 87 and Booth 88. An incredible tally, and you don't expect panic from that sort of experience, and we are seeing a little bit of panic. Conversely, the most experienced players in the Newtown side are Hetherington with 85 first-grade games, Sigsworth with 81. Rodonigus, of course, played 201 with West, but he's only played 31 with Newtown. Wilson, if he gets a run, will have played 94 first-grade games. Stephen Blythe with plenty of room to move. Not up very quick on him. Tackle on the quarter line. Game being played at slow motion pace at the moment. Walters. Pittman. And it's been all Newtown territorially. Rodonigus managed to get a pass away to Morris. Little highlights going nicely. A good stepping run. Still got a pass away to Ryan. Ryan's gone within 3 metres. It's the last tackle coming up. Gerard and Broadhurst very slow to get back on side. O'Grady, long pass out to Morris. He's wrapped up. No, he's not. He gets through the tackle. Gets a flick pass away, was Dorahy intercepts. That was a bit of inexperience from young Morris. And Mooney now trying to settle the play down for this Manly side that are showing signs of wear and tear. Broadhurst. Gerard. Thompson busts the defence. Still going. That's a good run from the Manly 5'8". Kilic at dummy half. Wouldn't be surprised to see Max have a sprint himself here. No. Gibbs. Pass away to Walker. Put him into a gap nicely. Weaved his way well through. A long pass. It's a bad one again from Walker. Knocked backwards by Gibbs. Gibbs loses it now. And again, panic, stupid passing. Donegas comes away with the scrum. Now, Grady, there's a gap here that Sigsworth's going to run through. Gibbs comes, misses the tackle. Davis comes to Sigsworth, puts him down. And Tommy Raudonikis having a good game with Manly, a man short at lock. In the forward situation, he's having a bit of a field day running from scrums. Pittman taking some putting down. There's Boyd looking very weary out there. He's standing out among the centres at the moment. Gould, O'Grady, nice pass to Morris. There's a pass and it's an overlap and Hetherington streaking through it. Walker's coming across in cover. They're not going to get to him. They do. Just missed behind the neck by Tom Mooney on the collar. And Manly still got 7 players not onside as I talk. There's Ferguson running. It's away to Blacklock. O'Grady out to Raudonikis. Raudonikis turns, goes back the other way. Blythe's wrapped up immediately. And I think may have lost the ball. He has. It's a Manly ball. Edie stolen it from him. Broadhurst, and that's offside. 3 or 4 of them inside the 5. Yes, a top tackle there from Tom Mooney. A clutching, groping type of tackle to stop Hetherington.
Well, that's the second time. That's the second time he saved a possible try, because when Tommy Raudonikis got away a while ago, Tom came from the blind side of the scrum to pick him up.
25 minutes by the ground clock. Thompson. Gerard. Village. Gibbs. It's picked off. Loses the ball. No, caught it again before it hit the ground. Boyd. At halfway and upended. Thompson. On the halfway line. Tackle. Last tackle coming up now. Booth back to Dorahy. Driving a kick deep and way out. A bad kick. It was about 7 feet over the sideline by the look of it. .25 minutes gone. 3-0 the score in Newtown's favour. Manly have won a scrum. Dorahy. It's a pass to Davis. Davis fair to Edie. Edie's going up the sideline. He's going to score. Is he going to score? No, he's not. Sigsworth gets a pass back inside. Davis takes it. The touch judge says he's over the sideline. And great defence by Newtown. Sigsworth there. And Edie gave Sigsworth a pat on the rump and said, well done, lad. See it again. Dorahy. The nice pass inside to Davis, pulled in one-handed and well, and then Edie coming like a train. Now look at Sigsworth go with him. I thought at that stage it was all over. But the young fella came at him despite the big fend, and the dive at the end put him down. Well, it's a pretty close thing about whether the ball was got away before Edie went over the sideline. The touch judge was in no doubt. We might have a look at that one later. Raudonikis, Newtown scrum win. Blacklock picked it up with about 13 minutes to go to half-time. Raudonikis doing the forwards job. Remembering that both sides are playing a man short. Terry Randall and Steve Bowden having been sent from the field. Pittman on the quarter. Ferguson. Broadhurst wrestles him to the ground. Pittman. Back it comes across the ruck to Gould. Gould to Ryan. A nice move there with Rodonicus. The pass has gone astray. Who's got it? It's going to be knocked over the sideline, is it? Back on the inside. The touch judge again ruling that that was over the sideline. Just see it again. The crowd not very happy with it.
I think he was spot on that time, Rex.
Let's see this on the replay as we slow it down. Yes, no doubt about that. Right on the line. Good decision. There's the scrum win to Newtown. Sigsworth proving a real danger man to Manly today. Oh, Blacklock nearly lost it in flight. 12 minutes to half-time. Gould, he's having a good game too. On the halfway line. Walters, Rodonicus, Morris, Blythe. Well done to Hetherington. Cover coming across. Hetherington's found the gap. Walters streaking for him. The pass back on the inside to Ferguson. He's evaded Edie. There's a try. A beautiful try too. Splendid try to Ryan, his second. And that was great backing up. And Newtown looking the goods at the moment. Newtown 6, Manly 0. See it again. This is the way it went. Morris standing up in the tackle. Away to Blythe. That lovely pass of Blythe's onto Hetherington. He did so well. The cover coming across. He evaded the Walker dive. Got the pass back inside. Ferguson evaded Edie's tackle. And Ryan running onto the pass like a train. Has scored just beside the post. And that's a 6 points to 0 lead with a goal almost in front from head on. Morris, Blythe, Hetherington running into those large gaps that are appearing in the field now with 2 players off. And what a way to run onto the ball from Ryan. Sigsworth from almost directly in front. Well, he's in front of the left-hand upright.
As he lines his kick up, Hetherington being treated by Les Motto, the Newtown trainer.
This is only 10 metres out. No trouble with that one. So, 8 points to 0. Newtown lead Manly. Kick off. Dorohee drives it to Sigsworth. They should not kick to Sigsworth in my view. He's too damaging, as you can see, right through the middle. Evades the Gibbs tackle. Walkers has to be there, and was. Sigsworth carving Manly up at the moment with some fine running. Blacklock. Gould standing in the tackle to Blythe, still bleeding from the face. Man of the match award today is $600 by King G. Through the middle goes Walters and very nearly into the clear. Rodonicus elects to run from dummy half. He's into the quarter. 9 minutes to half time. 8 points to 0. Newtown lead. Walters. Goal. Goal through the gap. He'll score perhaps. No, he won't. He gives it out to Ryan. Ryan into Blacklock. And Blacklock's in for a try. And Manly are shot to ribbons. 11 points to 0. Two tries in 3 minutes. And another kick at goal from in front. Gould just found a gap there that you could have driven a very large horse and dray through. And Blacklock accepted the pass from head on. You'll see it even wider, that gap yawns. Who's the man that he gets around? Les Boyd. Well, that's a very good try for Newtown and some appalling defence by Manly. Sigsworth directly in front, the place to get your kicks. And 13 points to 0. This is scrum win to Manly. As we have a look at this situation of Newtown 5, Manly 4 in the set scrums, the penalties 3-all. Just being tackled out of the game, Manly, forced into error. Thompson, Broadhurst. About 8 metres from halfway with just under 5 minutes to go. Thompson, long floating pass which has been deflected. Edie picks it up. Ferguson's there to harass Edie. And they've lost about 15 metres. Mooney kicks. O'Grady's there to chase. The pass has gone to Sigsworth. He has to dive to get it and runs around Dorothy. A great bit of football by the little fellow. He was actually on the ground. Blacklock picked off and a good tackle from Boyd. Sigsworth wanting a bit more action. Runs from dummy half. Rodonigus, O'Grady, lovely pass. Look at this, Hetherington again. Evaded the tackle of Thompson. Rodonigus. Gerard, the tackler. 3.5 minutes to half time. 13-0 to score, Newtown's favour. Sigsworth. They're making ground every time they handle the ball, Newtown. Now Gould, kick, back. Gould is on the chase. Oh, Eadie half volleys it and knocks it on over the sideline. Comedy of errors. It's a penalty to Manly. Let's see the decision. Indeterminate signal. Differential penalty, of course. It'll be a kick for touch with around about 3 minutes to half time by the official clock. Dorothy. Tom Mooney and his usual ploy of taking the tap and running from dummy half. He's been doing it ever since he came to Manly. A penalty against Pittman. Not getting off the tackle player. Dorothy. Up to halfway, that kick. Is the error situation. Newtown 5, Manly 6. The number of times each side's given the ball back to the opposition. There's Mooney again for the umpteenth time. Ray Ritchie doing it very hard at the moment. There's Manly giving the ball back again. Offside and a penalty to Newtown, quite rightly. Walker's hands have let him down today, and his passing has been very much astray.
Stephen Blythe is the Newtown player beside referee Gosha on the ground.
On with the game with Gould kicking for a touch on the hillside. A couple of minutes to half time. One wonders whether the old adage about Manly that once Randall's off the field, they don't fire, maybe going to come true in this game. Pittman. On the quarter line, but nope, Newtown are making ground in possession. Manly are not. Gould, Rodonigus, O'Grady, Ferguson, that's a knock on. And just as well it was. There's been another try on the corner, I think. Well, both sets of backs are up close enough to shake hands with each other. On the quarter line goes Gibbs with another scrum win. About a minute and a half by the official clock. Eadie. He loses the ball backwards. Thompson has it. Still going. This needs a real captain's knock from Max Pillage to get Manly back into this game. Gerard. Thompson. Gibbs. And there's the hooter in the background, and a well-deserved lead by this Newtown side who shocked Manly after a violent start involving both sets of players into a scoreline that's a positive embarrassment. There's the face of Mark Broadhurst, who I think would look as though he's done about 15 rounds with both Muhammad Ali and Frazier. The scoreline 13-0. Let's see the try scorer. Mick Ryan 2, Ray Blacklock 1, and Phil Sigsworth 2 goals from 3 attempts. 13-0. We'll be back with all the action of the second half of this sudden death preliminary in just a moment. Well, they go for the second half with Manly with it all to do. O'Grady catches the ball from the kickoff. Barry Ross has spoken to, been in the dressing rooms. What's the story?
Well, Newtown are very happy, and well, they should be. They're playing quite well, and Warren Ryan has given his side licence to play the same way. Just play it tight and then spin the ball wide to Zigsworth and the two wingers when the chance arises. Manly, meanwhile, they realise that if they've got any chance at all, it's in the first 5 or 10 minutes of this game, so they've got to make the most of any chance that comes their way and try and cross that line and score.
Well, Rodonicus has been penalised in that scrum after O'Grady lost the ball on a tackle to put the scrum down. And this gives a differential penalty to Manly. I'd suggest they've got to score in the opening 5 minutes to have any sort of show at all. I don't really think they can make up a deficit of 13 points because Newtown are playing so well. Pulich, Lloyd. Pulich, now Gerard. There's the mousehole move. And the intercept taken. Goes away, but he's not going to go much beyond halfway. Lorahey's coming across. There's defence coming now, and that's it. So the mousehole move should be shelved. That was an awful thing from a Manly point of view, and the intercept taken and well taken. So back on attack come Newtown. A perfect start to them, for them, for the second half. Rodonicus out to O'Grady. Ryan, the scorer of 2 tries. Sigsworth comes in, evades 2 tackles. Stands in a third. Ryan at dummy half. O'Grady. Still going. A pass away to Sigsworth. Up to the quarter line. It's all Newtown. They're running riot over a Manly side that seems gun-shy. Rodonicus. Pittman. Into the Manly quarter where Newtown have camped for most of this first 40 minutes. Yule swings it to the blind side. That was a little knock on. It was a bad pass right on the quarter. 2 minutes gone, the second half. In this telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealer. Newtown 13, Manly 0. Walker standing out, as is O'Grady, 4-man scrum. And again, says the referee, penalty now. Loose arm against Pulich. Differential penalty. Rodonicus talking to Phil Gould there. Gould will take the kick for touch. And about 16, 17 metres out from the Manly line. Blacklock. Gould. Morris comes close, trying to slide through the little gap. Blacklock. Gould. About 10 metres out from the line. Newtown all on the one side of the field as Blythe comes charging ahead. About 8 metres away. Walbers. Rodonicus. Walbers from dummy half. And that's the last tackle coming up. All in a bunch of Newtown. Now they've got a bit of formation on the left. Sigsworth looked like he was going to go for the drop goal there, but he's run into a wall of defenders, and that's the 6th tackle. Gould, Boyd seemed to, and Sigsworth having a little bit of an altercation with Boyd then. Difficult formation of 4-man scrum, of course. You've only got, there's another scrum win. Walker wrapped up straight away. We've only got 3 in the front row and 1 in the second. Newtown defence. Oh dear, this is awful football from Manly. Really, they are pathetic at the moment. That's the only answer one can give. Newtown being ridden home by some enthusiastic spectators here, and Sigsworth's going to score in the corner, and that's as easy as you like. And Sigsworth just curved the Manly three-quarters up and ate them and spat them out. For a beautiful solo try after an appalling Manly bit of football in the previous 25 seconds. From the lost possession, look at this, just straight across the line, long passes. Ryan's pass to Sigsworth puts him inside one defender and outside the other. A diagonal run sees a scoreline that reads 16 points to 0. O'Grady, Ryan, lovely pass to Sigsworth, but on the outside of Booth, the inside of the winger, Sigsworth. It's a good effort by the young fellow, but just not quite long enough and a little bit to the right. So a scoreline starting to become a positive embarrassment to the Manly side. 16 points to 0. Donegas feeds. Gibbs comes away with the ball again on the side of the scrum. Forwards are very slow to get to their feet. Walker. Davis in the corner. For a belated try to the Manly side. Walker was on the surge up there, got to pass away as he was tackled. So they've got their first points on the board. See it again. It was Dorahy to Walker. Walker through Hetherington's tackle and loaded nicely to Davis. Sigsworth was there, but not early enough. No blame to the young fullback. See it again. Walker a little bit of an in and away and gave his pass just beautifully. Sigsworth was right in the right position. And Davis has got it down just before the corner flag was taken. So, 16 points to 3. 10 minutes, second half gone. Rodonicus laying down the law. Beattie studying concentration. From the sideline, 2 metres short of the quarter line. Breeze, such as it is with him. It's a great goal from out there, very wide. The crowd, or the section of it that's Manly orientated, starting to get the flags going for the very first time. So then, a scoreline that reads Newtown 16, Manly 5. Fuck. $22,440 people. 30 on the full. On the quarter line. Privilege having a run from dummy half. 8 metres. Walker. Off a Gerard pass. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Gibbs, Thompson, cuts out a man. Booth wrapped up straight away by Ryan, who's been ferocious in defence. And a penalty against Rodonicus for holding the tackle player down. 11.5 minutes gone. 16-5, Newtown. Five metres inside their own half. Broadhurst. That's a good soft bustling run to Quillich, a one-handed pass by the prop. Just a slight resurgence in the Manly side. Too early to see whether it's going to go on. Gerard. Gibbs. Thompson. Broadhurst through a high tackle. Picked up by Boyd. Boyd to the meat of the ruck, going to pass away. Gibbs drops it. I thought it might have hit him on the knee, actually. Possession on the set scrums at this point in time has gone Manly's way 9-6. The penalties are 7-5 Manly's way. There's another penalty against Rodonicus. Tommy really testing the patience of John Gosher with his feeds. Now Dorohee to put it in the corner. It's not a great kick really with that angle that he had. Perhaps another 15 metres wouldn't have been unacceptable. Boyd through two defenders, takes it within 9 metres of the Newtown line. Davis. Mooney, sorry. Kulich. Gerard. Only about 1.5 metres away. Kulich. Thompson. Dorohee wrapped up. Up there very quickly were Ryan and Hetherington. Now Thompson. Gibbs right through. Unloaded a pass to Booth and Booth's in for the try, and that pass was maybe just a fractional one. Let's have a look at it again. Certainly well taken. I wouldn't have been at all surprised if the referee had pulled that one up, but see it again. Gibbs, now watch this on the line. You'll get a look at it. I think that was a very, very close decision that referee Gosher had to make, but Booth's in for the try. And now it's the turn of Newtown to start to be concerned the way the game's flowing slightly against them at the moment.
Gibbs in some pain after getting rid of the ball, then he was tackled and he's hurt, and Nick Ryan, the Newtown centre, is also having treatment.
That's the Booth try from head on. Another successful kick at goal will put a completely new complexion on this game. Second attempted goal.
Manly have called out 2 substitutes to the coach's bench. They haven't decided to put them on as yet, but Steve Martin and Ray Brown are on the field.
Now Edie from 10 metres inside the quarter and 13 metres in from the sideline. The breeze a little bit more than it was, favouring him. And there it is. So we've got a different ball game, still very much Newtown's way with 15 minutes of the second half gone. But certainly better looking for Manly than 16-0. 16 points to 10. It looks like Johnny Gibbs is going to be replaced. Kulich has a yarn with him. Now Gibbs comes off, and Steve Martin, the former Kangaroo, is on the field. I think he scored a try in reserve grade today in the Manly defeat by St George, 19-15. Steve Martin and the Manly ball. Already Tommy Rodonigas has let Martin know that he's on the field. Mooney to the quarter line.
Newtown about to make a substitution. Also Craig Ellis wearing number 15.
Gerard.
Sorry, Barry Jensen wearing number 15 is on with the touch judge.
Well, that'll be because Thompson juggled that. That'll be because the scrums have gone 5-1 against the Walters in the second half. Dorohee's kick is not a good one. Sigsworth able to deflect it down, pick it up now. Very evasive runner. He's gone right through. Beautiful run. Evaded about 3 defenders. Walker is the tackler, and he's brought it back about 28-30 metres. Great run from the young fullback. Blacklock. Ferguson, I'm sorry, on the quarter line. Pittman. Still going. Pittman loses the ball. Unless Manly have got it, it has to be a knock-on, surely. Gerard has it. Graham Eadie from dummy half. Manly will be looking for more involvement from Graham Eadie. Broadhurst. Thompson. Away to Steve Martin. There's a good solid bit of defence from Morris. Dorohe's little kick through is kicked again and held, I thought, but the referee says play on, 6 to go. I think he would have got a penalty if he hadn't got that ball back. Broadhurst. Walters comes in with a surging body check. Walker up the blind side. That's the way to run. Very strong. 20 minutes gone exactly. 16-10 the score Newtown's way. Quilich, Martin, Thompson, Simon Booth, all so close to being through. Gould had him just by the leg. Now Dorohey, Walker. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The little knock on, and I think Newtown have come up with possession as Gerard put it down. Good quick thinking there by Blacklock. Ryan. Well, he's in trouble with a bit of cramp, I think. Stephen Blythe up to the Manly quarter. Oh, he's like greased lightning is Blacklock. Jensen on and Walters off. Gould, O'Grady. There's Jensen's first touch. Here's the Manly and Newtown error count, 14-10. Manly conceded the ball back to the opposition 14 times, Newtown 10 times. And Jensen won 4 scrums in a row the last time he came on. It's a penalty against Manly, against Quilich specifically for a loose arm. And going down in the front row. Gill appeared to kick slightly backwards, certainly at right angles then. Now Ferguson. He's only 5 metres away. Blythe hit straight away. Jensen's a dummy half. Pittman. The defence of Manly has been vulnerable in this situation today. Back into Ryan. Swung to the ground. Jensen. Rodonigas. Sandwiched in between 2 Manly defenders. On the blind side to Sigsworth. Sigsworth found a gap. Oh, and he's very close to getting through it. That's the 6th. And Martin to feed the scrum. There it was, and it's a Newtown ball again. A bad feed from Steve Martin. Gould! Gould is on the line, he's in! It's a powerhouse try just on the surge through a Manly defence that wasn't ready. And Gould has come up with a very critical try, and that probably is going to be the ball game. See it again. From dummy half. Well, from head on, let's have a look at that. Here he goes up the blind side. Edie's there. And that's the way it happened. 19 points to 10. 15 minutes to go. A try scored at an absolutely critical moment. Sigsworth. And slews that away to the right, so the score remains 19 to 10. We have exactly 15 minutes to go. And I don't think there's one of the 22,440 have moved. Tommy Rodriguez will be tightening this Newtown team up now. He'll be telling them about possession and retention of it. And I think Manly have come up with the ball from that kickoff. Max Krilic. 6 to go. Play on. Steve Martin. Davis. Thompson. Ray Brown. Met and hit hard. Boyd. Krilic. Gerard. Slips and falls. Last tackle. Thompson. Ray Brown. Dorothy under a tackle. Accelerates. Got it away nicely to Brown. Brown magically to Broadhurst. How he got that away, I'll never know. But it's all the same. It's 6 tackles. Five to 2, the scrums in the second half in Manly's favour. Penalty to Manly. It's a differential. Dorothy is to plant this right on the 10-metre line. Right, 20 metres or so out from the Newtown line. Gerard peels off in one of the variations of that wall move. Krilic, Martin, Thompson, Dorothy. Little kick through. There's an open space. Booth's going to run onto the ball. Booth's going to score. A good try. Great kick by Dorothy. Little stab punt. And it was always on. There was no winger would drop back. And an effective bit of football by Dorothy. See it again. Smart play. Now you can see the defence comes up at this point too quick. He drops the ball over the top, but it was always on with Booth running onto it. So long as he gets any sort of a bounce, he had to score. 12 minutes to go, 19-13. Manly trailing by 6 points at this stage. There's the head-on shot. Now Edie from 10 metres in from the sideline. And about 5 metres short of the quarter line. Rees, minimal, but with him. It's a goal. So there's a ball game back in progress here with the Sydney Cricket Ground, if ever we've been in doubt of it. With 10.5 minutes to go. Manly got back into a 19-15 situation. Eddie drives that hard. Not going to find touch. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Now Newtown bringing on Craig Ellis, wearing number 16 out with the touch judge at the moment.
Blacklock. O'Grady. Taking a power, pulling down, loses the ball. Thompson steals it from him. And suddenly Manly in attack. That was a pretty bad error.
And here comes Ken Wilson wearing number 14.
Martin, Boyd, Brown, Gerard, Brown. Back inside to Boyd. Boyd loses it, knocks it backwards. Martin has it. It's still in Manly's possession on the quarter. That was a bit of quick thinking. 9 minutes to go. Krilic, Thompson, Broadhurst had to throw the dummy. Caught by one leg. Rodonikus was the tackler. Krilic, Finds a little avenue up the middle. And referee Gosher ought to have a look behind his back occasionally. Thompson, Booth. And the last tackle. What'll it be? The bomb? I think that Manly ought to take the tackle. Dorahy, up she goes. He's running through to put him on. It's not a lot of pressure for Sigsworth. Takes it well, and they'll get the line drop out. Now there's two replacements coming on, 16 and 14.
Craig Ellis in 16 and Ken Wilson in 14.
Now Rodonicus is off. Now the kick taken by Thompson. Eadie bulldozes his way to the quarter line.
Yes, Rodonicus is off for Wilson and Stephen Blight, and Ellis on for him.
Wade Brown caught by the jersey, trying to get that arm free to unload. Pillage directing traffic. Boyd on the surge, 15 metres out. Broadhurst, 9 metres out. About 7.5 minutes to go. Gerard, oh, very close to being through. Last tackle, a top tackle from Gould there. Thompson, a long floater. It's been lost behind him. And that's the 6. 19-15, Newtown lead. Both the locks standing out. The scrum win to Jensen, and a very critical one. He's won the 2 scrums that he's been involved in. O'Grady. Hanging on this time to the ball like grim death. Barry Jensen there. Craig Ellis, 8 metres outside the quarter. Ken Wilson, the dummy. Six and a half minutes to go. Gould. Now, Newtown's tactics will be to use Wilson, I feel sure. There he is, number 14, standing on the blind side of the ruck. Gould being hurt in that tackle is taking a rest and time out. The rule on these things is that if the injured player in possession can't proceed to play the ball, there's Ray Ritchie, the Manly coach, saying a few words. If the injured player can't proceed to play the ball, a scrum will restart play. Inevitably, the player, however badly injured, gets to his feet and plays it. Krilich has given him a tap on the shoulder and said, come on, son, get on with it. Time out, so it really doesn't make any difference. Now time on. Wilson, and that's the 6. I'm surprised that they didn't use the kick there at Newtown. I think that's a bad error from Wilson's part. Oh, that was a weird feed, that one. I'd like to restore that one and have a look at it a little later on. It didn't appear to go in the scrum. Anyway, Gould. Boyd came in hard, shoulder checked him. O'Grady finds a little opening, gets into Manly's half. Jensen, switch across the ruck to Morris. Morris has got himself into a nice side-stepping run. He's gone for the kick ahead. And it's going to be a desperate race for the ball. The ball's there to be got. Booth scuffs it over the dead ball line. It'll be a line drop out to restart. Great break by the little 5'8". The official clock showing now that we've got about 4 minutes to go. 19-15, Newtown lead. Got 2 balls on the field. Eadie goes for the long one. Sigsworth took that a little bit precariously. Great run by Sigsworth, up to the quarter line again. It's going to be very hard to go past for an amount of the match, this young fellow.
Hey!
Jensen from dummy half. Crowd roaring. Gould. That looked like a punch went in from Broadhurst. Might have been after the ball. Ken Wilson, a drop with a left foot, and that's a good one. And that's 20-15. That assures Newtown of at least a draw. Were Manly lucky enough to score a try and kick a goal, there would be extra time. That was good thinking then from Wilson. The kickoff. Craig Ellis, the man that caught it. Jensen, ridden to the ground. And again, a Newtown player down. Craig Ellis this time.
I think it's Barry Jensen.
Sorry, Jensen, yeah. There was a situation. Manly 14, Newtown 12. Recollecting this game's been played by a man short from either side. Randall and Bowden having been sent off in the opening couple of minutes. Gould right through. Up over halfway again. And Wilson will be looking for another field goal. O'Grady. Long Sigsworth. 12 metres outside the Manly quarter. Is that Wilson on the right there, number 14? Jensen runs from dummy half. That's the 6. And we think there's a little bit over a minute to go.
It was in 1973 that Newtown were in the final last, so it looks like they're in there again.
It certainly does. Martin, Thompson, with perhaps a minute to go. Ray Brown threw the ball anywhere. Eadie, Mooney, midfield. Mooney's told to play it. Gerard. Broadhurst. Oh, there's the dump being sold. But they've got to do anything at the moment with probably 35 seconds to go. Krilic is an intercept taken by Ryan. Ferguson has it. That'll be the end of the section for Manly. And Newtown live to fight another day. Barry Jensen, 10 metres out. The hooter will go, we think, any second. Blacklock. Plenty of time being wasted at the moment. Who can blame Newtown? They've done it well. O'Grady. There's the hooter, Newtown. Defeat the Manly side by 20-15. Belted them in the first half and won the fight, won the lot. 22,440 have enjoyed it. The try scorers for Newtown have been Phil Sigsworth, Mick Ryan, 2. Ray Blacklock 1, Phil Gould 1, and 2 goals to Phil Sigsworth and a field goal to Ken Wilson. For the Manly side, 2 tries to Simon Booth, a try to Stuart Davis, and 3 goals to Graham Eadie. So there's the scoreline, 20 points to 15.